Hi, hello, welcome to Spell Day. We're covering a spell every single day of the year from the 5e PHB +3. Those +3 are homebrew spells. We're currently at +1 at the moment. You can head back in the playlist to find it. And today's spell is Heroism.
Do you hear me? I'm not afraid anymore.
First level enchantment, casting time of 1 action, range of touch, components verbal somatic, duration, concentration, up to 1 minute. A willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns. When the spell ends, the target loses any remaining temporary hit points from this spell. Higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot's 2nd level or higher, you can target 1 additional creature for each spell slot level above first. Okay, this spell's a decent bit better than I thought for a first level. Kinda stinks its concentration, first level spell though, so the actual spell slot level is a bit chump change. But concentration 1 minute, because I knew about the immune to frighten condition, which is great. It's the Heroism spell. It's, you're heroic facing up in front of it. Again, the same thing with Hero's Feast, except instead of giving you straight immunity, that one gave you saves, this one gives you straight immunity. The thing was the temporary health, because last I remembered it, I thought it just added it once at the start of the spell, and you can upcast to target multiple creatures, and that's it. Like, oh, congrats, if you had 20 in your casting stat, they now have 5 temporary hit points. Like, why would you hold concentration on that for a minute? You're just holding concentration for the fear immunity, and then you just get the buff afterwards. No. Temp health regenerates per round, which, yes, might not be much, but being able to take off and virtually not have to deal with 5 again, we're assuming you have relative max in that casting stat, so 5. Or even lower, it's not that bad. Being able to chip off any of that amount of damage every round, because that's virtually the way to look at this, because this isn't increasing your max, this isn't technically healing you every turn, because you're going to lose that temp health after. So it's close to a DR once per round, or once per attack. Just chip off 5 damage, just chip off 4, even if you're a bit lower. Later level, yes, this is not worth holding concentration over because the temp health is not worth it. Unless you are specifically going against a creature that has a ton of frighten abilities, and you just need to keep people not frightened, and you couldn't cast Hero's Feast, then yes, this might be a little worth it, but eh. But early levels when you get this, because it's a first level spell or low level spellcasters, that's not bad. Like, even a single goblin cleric for some reason, let's say, with a goblin tribe casting this on a target. I guess it's not many targets. Because it is only 1 creature, and then you have to upcast target multiple creatures. Eek. Because I imagined a crowd in my head. Because with a crowd, that's pretty scary. But at that point, like let's say, for your D&D party, average of 4 characters. Buffing up to cast, you've got some issues. Because that means you need to cast at 4th level. And by the time you have 4th level spells, you've already got better options. Concentration-wise, that is, are spells learned or remembered or kept? That's where it falls off. Because even at first level, it's debatable whether even to cast this because it's only single target. If this was a group at first level, like it started off with like 3 targets at first level, that'd be great. This would be amazing. I would probably see this more often, but right now, the single target starting nature of it is really hurting it. Because upcasting, the only thing you get is more targets. Man, I was excited. It's also touch. Man, 4 out of 10. 5 out of 10? 4 out of 10? Because that's the thing. At its level, or when you get access to this, it would be pretty good if it had multiple 4 out of 10. There's just better options for concentration. Honestly, if you removed concentration from this at first level and just left it as it lasts a minute, I think it's the immune to fear. Because that's probably why they're still having this as concentration. Because the temp health thing isn't that bad, really. Especially if you're casting this at low levels, and at high levels, yeah, being able to take 5 damage off of something's pretty good, but people are swinging around with 40 damage per turn? I don't know. I could see this going higher, I could see this going lower. What do you think? Well, what do you think of Heroism? What changes would you think would make Heroism a decent option? Because right now I'm a little too much.